So I'm going to talk about planning a project with no budget. My name is Travis Southard. I use he, him pronouns. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'm really excited to be here. This was very exciting to get this accepted. This is my first time at Hope, and I'm it's been great. This is like, it's like you finding my people. It's lovely. So cool. Like I said, today I'll be talking about planning a project without a budget. In a lot of software settings, right, we have a project has a finite-ish dollar amount that a client or a grant will cover. And from my understanding, a project is done when your client or grant is not going to pay you anymore. Like they're satisfied with the product and they're not going to like pay for extra features at this point, at least not yet. Sometimes this looks like having a contract for a specific set of money with a maximum amount, maybe like so many hours per week. I've had that before with different clients. And so then it's up to the development team or maybe the financial team to like decide what is the most vital stuff to spend time on, specifically like so that you can plan accordingly and pay your people or yourself what everyone deserves to be paid. This is like the goal. So then what about volunteer projects? What about internal projects that don't have a client? Your client is the company that you work for or like yourself. Like I'm going to be talking a little bit from a very like work focused perspective, and maybe that reflects on me being like really too into my workday lately. But this certainly also applies to like personal projects, like how you're spending your time outside of this. It is going to be very work focused though. So like, sorry about that. So we'll get into what I have learned in my career so far from a couple of those angles that we mentioned. So we're going to talk about like what I found really works and what really does not work, what I'm going to like repeatedly say, do not do. But we're going to talk about it as a thing to compare to. And at the top, of course, whoops, excuse me, getting a little button happy. I do want to explicitly say like, these are my opinions. These are my findings. These are not like this whole thing is not reflective of my employer or the nonprofits that I work with. And et cetera, et cetera. So my opinion, I'm going to take that away. We're going to talk about what we're not covering. I'm not really going to dive into these too much. These are very well-tread paths, and we all have strong opinions on them, and I don't want to start fights. So this is just like not going to be a recipe. This is going to be like the things that I consider and also like adding some new tools into our toolbox, like things that we can grab from and consider is because every project is different. Every client is different. So I'll be covering like project team level planning, which like my professional work might be a team of one. It's just me. So we're not going to talk about waterfall versus agile. We're not going to talk about other teams holding us up because that's not a project planning problem. That is a workplace problem. That is something that you need to like deal with in your workplace. Granted, my project team members, we're going to talk about like the things that we control. My project team members are like holding us up. That's going to kind of like fit into this, right? Like this is going to be like part of how we like measure urgency and things like that. We're not going to talk about specific software for moving index cards from left to right. We won't really be talking about any specific software at all. And I'm not going to get into like functional object oriented. That's not really project planning, etc. So about me, why should you even be listening to me in the first place? Like I said at the top, my name is Travis Southard. During the day, I am the senior developer and data analyst at Community Legal Services, Philadelphia. I am the sole member of the Digital Innovation Lab there. CLS's mission is to fight poverty, challenge systems that perpetuate injustice, and change lives through cutting-edge advocacy and exceptional legal representation. I build web and data tools for our caseworkers. I help them with some data analysis, and I administer our case management system. Has anyone in this room ever worked with Legal Server? No. great. It was mostly just for the people who would have. It's a great program. It's really lovely. The people who work on it are fantastic. I also volunteer as co-director of Code for Philly. This is a member group of the Alliance of Civic Technologists, which is still new, like still within its like first year of fully operating. We use tech, data, and design as a mode of civic engagement. We're making Philadelphia into the city we know it can be by bringing together a community of people dedicated to using their talents to improve their home and themselves. For years, I was a volunteer at Code for Philly. Before getting into software, I was a bike mechanic, a bicycle mechanic, and a bike tour organizer. I've been a courier, many other jobs, an educator, etc. And I did a boot camp in 2020, and I'm somehow here now. But I worked on for Code for Philly. I worked on the PAX project, the PA expunger, that is specifically being built in partnership with Philadelphia Lawyers for Social Equity to give them a new in-house tool for generating expungement petitions to help their clients. So we're going to do a little bit of an icebreaker. This is a thing that I like to do just to, break ice, but also like so that we get into the idea of like, you can ask me questions whenever. So we can't spend the whole time on this, of course. But here's a little prompt. We're going to make a website specifically for the indie web that is a gachapon or like bubble machine that has like a finite set of little guys, pixel art guys in this case, because I do a lot of pixel art as a hobby. Until I reset the machine with new little guys, I want people to really only be able to play once. The only real limitation I'm going to put on this is no NFTs, because yuck. So the prompt here is, where do you start? What's the first thing that you do? Design layout. That's a great place to start. Buy a domain. That is also a good place to start. Also, I think part of that's picking a name, right? Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a really good point. Making up a language for like the little pixel guys, like the design, like a design language is what you're saying. Yes. Yes. Clarify what the goal of the website is. That's great. Yeah. I mean, I think in my head, it's like, this is just something I want to exist. Yeah. Figuring out a stack, right? Picking the technology that we're going to use. That's a key thing that sometimes feels obvious to us and sometimes doesn't. Personally, similar to one of the first suggestions, I like to draw it out literally by hand with a pen, a marker, whatever it is. And this helps me figure out what features I actually want, because Zay Frank talks about an idea called like brain crack, this thing that we like let sit in our brain that's like, oh, it's the thing that I'm gonna do, like I'm gonna work on it like one day. And no, you're not. Just do it now. But this helps, like during that like brain crack phase, we kind of have like this like fuzzy idea of something where like two conflicting ideas are in our head, but we're just holding them in separate places. And drawing things out like helps us like figure out those fuzzy details and start to like make firmer choices about design. There's a couple of things I want to define around the idea of no budget. We kind of all think about this differently. One of them is $0 budget. We have no money. We're unpaid, we're scrappy, we're trying to like string together whatever it is we can. But these are very often volunteer projects, right? Like whether it's with a formal organization like Code for Philly or Beta NYC or Flushing Tech, I believe we heard from the other day. And we're just making it because we want it to exist, right? So like that's one of the things I want to talk about today. The other idea is what I do in my day-to-day work, which is I have no budget. Like I'm paid for. I'm allowed to ask for subscription services, but like no one tells me, hey, we only have $10,000 to put into this, or you can only spend this many hours on this. Like no one's telling me that. I am in full autonomy at my job. It is absolutely lovely, but in this case, sometimes it's very scary because like I have to like deliver. I have to make things happen. The other thing I kind of want to get into is a definition for urgent, right? So like what are the deadlines for this? Is it blocking other people from doing the work that they need to do to make their deadlines? And also like what needs more focus than other things? I do like not want to say we should only ever be working on urgent projects. I think there is something in this talk that is reflective of my work lately where I feel like I'm working on the urgent thing all the time, which is not sustainable. And so like that's a lot of like what we're going to work through here. So in approaching a project, whether new or ongoing, I need to know what it is I'm working on like right now. Like what am I going to do today? What are the things that need my attention the most right now? So it's, I want to think about this, like not just the start. When we think about project planning, we think about like, oh, we're going to start a project, so let's make a plan. It is not just at the start, it is ongoing, and we have to adjust that as we learn new things and as we inevitably are slower than we expected we would be. We need to be constantly reevaluating. That is like a big part of that. And sometimes it's on a day-to-day basis, sometimes it's on a sprint-to-sprint basis, et cetera. We, like I alluded to before, like lay out big shapes and fill in details later. Don't spend all your time on a teeny tiny function if you still don't have like a login. Function before form. I think that like something should work first. I had a really good note about this somewhere. The idea being like, don't, like if you're doing a demo for someone, don't build out this like beautiful like feature, like this like button or whatever it would be that's like absolutely gorgeous, and then describe to them with your mouth what it is going to do. That sucks. That's not a good demo. It is so much better to have an ugly button that does the thing, because that is what they will be impressed by. Also, that form is defined by the function, right? Like we want to communicate what this tool does with how it looks. And also, this does sound a little bit repetitive. I think there's a few things that'll kind of be that way in this talk that might feel a little bit repetitive, but it is because it's cyclical, right? We're constantly reevaluating. We're following a practice, if you will. So like this idea of like the form is decided by the function gets back to like, let's look back at our big shapes and make sure that they still make sense for what we're talking about. Some of the things that I consider as I am like questions I ask myself when I'm planning out what I want to work on and when, these require honesty with yourself. That's hard. So one of the things is, what skills does your team have? This changes as the team changes. And even sometimes day to day, if your teammates are out sick, if you're out sick, if someone's on vacation and hopefully you got to like plan for that, or say attending conferences like we are here. How much can your team work in parallel? And there's two parts to this. Do these tasks have a specific order and prerequisites? Like you have to work on one thing before the next thing. The other part about this is a little bit like harder that we have to wrestle with all the time, which is our team capable of this? Like that's not always true. We want it to be true. It should be true. We should be able to like work together on something. I should be able to work on one side of the thing and you work on the other side, and we have two sides. But that comes from practice and process of working with your team. We want to prioritize based on urgency, right? How long is your deadline? Don't spend 6 days on a thing if it's due in 7 days. Like don't spend something that's like 10% of the project, like 6 days on that if it's due in 7 days. That you're going to be very unhappy on the 7th day. Is this more or less urgent? I'll kind of keep coming back to this. Like I said, this is a little bit of a reflection on like where I am in my work process right now. But at TLS, one of the things that we run into a lot is that some deadlines are much more vital than other deadlines. There's some things that like if I'm late on a deadline, it doesn't really matter. There's some things that if I'm late on a deadline, it matters. Like we are helping people stay in their homes. We are helping people stay with their families. We are helping people keep their literal lights on in their house or food on their tables. And so I got to be on my game. That is an absolutely important part of this. Is there something already built that does this, right? We don't want to like go and like index the entire internet and build up a search engine for, a 50-word web page. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like that's an extreme example, but like if it does exist, why aren't you using that? There's good reasons, right? Like cost, missing features, completely unnecessary invasive data mining that would both break our duty of confidentiality and make our world a worse place, a really annoying UI. And if you have too many things like in process, like building it just because it'll be fun may not cut it, especially in a workplace. You have to like really like know this is what we want to build, this is what we want to spend time on. And you do have to like constantly ask yourself, what does done look like? Like having that like rough shapes picture and like having those like details filled in will help us get there. Cause then you're like, oh, cool. I know what's missing. That's a thing that I think doesn't get brought up often enough in project planning, is like, when are we done? What's our MVP? So what does not work? This is something that I've started calling just-in-time delivery, mostly as a joke with my coworkers to explain how sometimes tired I am. This is based around the concept in shipping and manufacturing logistics, this idea that like something gets delivered to the factory on the day that we want to use it and like moving on. Like getting like and so like in my workplace it might look like, oh, I owe like one of my units a data set on Tuesday morning. So I'm going to spend Monday working on it. That is going to ruin my Monday night if everything doesn't go exactly right. And then like, oh, cool, I got another thing due like Wednesday at like about lunchtime. So like I'm going to work on that on Tuesday. Same thing, because like then if stuff gets behind on Monday, it's going to push the stuff on Tuesday back. And like this is this terrible feedback loop that I was really, really fighting this past spring. So this really doesn't work, say, when you get a real big problem. It causes problems. This is the traffic that was caused by the Ever Given ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal a couple of years ago. We all loved it when the big boat was stuck, except like the images of it. We did not like the fact that like we couldn't buy things. I think Europe and Asia were a little bit more affected by this than the United States, but still. But yeah, you should not just give yourself the time that you thought it would take to complete, and then you're really under the clock, because that sucks. It sucks a lot. It's also completely unnecessary pressure to put on yourself. You're going to make poor decisions, right? This is fragile. It's very, very easy to break this, and like get completely behind and very stressed out, and suddenly you're not working 35 to 40 hours a week. You're working way too much, and that's not okay. It's bad for your health because it like really encourages you to not take sick days because you feel like you can't, or you start putting pressure on your coworkers to not take sick days. That sucks. Don't do that. So we're going to talk about what I find ideal, because you should not do any of the last slide. Like I put warnings all over that for a reason. Like, don't do that. So we want to make our plans, or our projects, we want to make plans so our projects are getting done sustainably and reliably. Like I said at the top, this is not a recipe. It's not a set of steps. I want to outline some considerations, questions, and check-ins that you should be doing with your team consistently. No, I'm not doing this perfectly. I've alluded to this a couple times. I'm a little messy myself. I'm a team of one, so it doesn't, like for like building the software, it doesn't hurt a lot, but like it hurts me. And if something's late, it hurts my coworkers that I'm trying to deliver things to. So I also mentioned that like I'm the sole member of our digital innovation lab. CLS is an organization that's around 200 people now. It's mostly caseworkers, like people like lawyers, social workers, and paralegals, who are really helping people. And then we have, I think, a little less than 20% of the organization is administrative, including myself. So this is largely a little bit of work therapy for me, and thank you for your time. You can bill me later. I have implemented most of the things that I'll be going over, but it does come with practice, and I'm going to come back to that a lot. So let's help ourselves get some things done. Exactly. Know your pace. This is You have to know how fast you actually work. How much time does it take to deliver the things that you need to deliver? Because that's work. Or in a personal project, you want to get the thing done. You want to actually have the thing, not always be saying, "Oh, I'm working on this thing." And like people are like, "How's that going?" And you're like, "That's not fun." But this is going to change over time, right? Like based on who on your team is available at the time, like, right? Like who's here for the next week, sprint, month, like whatever your like period of time is that you're checking back in with yourself. The shorter, the better, generally. Are you shorthanded? Probably. I work in a nonprofit where like we constantly feel shorthanded. It's the deal. We're pretty well resourced as an organization, but like still, you just like it always feels that way. Is there something happening in your workplace, city, or country that might distract you or make your job harder? So there are like PhDs like attached to this idea. Like I'm not going to solve this in a slide. But a couple of the things that I like are tracking your time and calculating like how am I completing tasks per period of time. I worked on a team at Xavia. It's a company that's not around anymore. They did geospatial web apps. That was really fun to work at. And we tracked our time really well. We would track what we got done kind of like by points, right? Like if you're familiar with like that idea of like pointing tasks. And we would figure this out considering like, like Terrence was out last Tuesday. So like, let's only like divide by 9 for Terrence's work. Like we got way too into it. And we were really good at kind of like predicting how much we would get done the next week. But we still always felt slow. So this isn't like a panacea. Like you should know how fast am I working, but you should also not just be concerned with going faster because that only scales so far. Give yourself room. Whatever time you think it's going to actually take you to do something, plan for it to take like 125 to 150% of whatever you just thought to yourself. And for your clients, or for the people you're delivering to, double. Like, that is just doing yourself a favor. This is something that my spouse is learning as she works with like clients for like custom fashion projects. It's a thing that I'm learning all the time as I'm like, oh yeah, totally, I can do that. That's like totally fine. And then I would get stuck. So with the idea that like, oh, I think I can do this in 5 days, really think to yourself, it's gonna be like 6, maybe a full week, that kind of idea. Leave room for error. This like feeds back into the last idea, but like give yourself room, and understand that you're going to make mistakes because when they do come up, you won't feel as frustrated by them. You knew this was going to happen. Sometimes that feels worse than other times. But time spent fixing things counts towards how long it took you to complete that task. Even if you never make mistakes, yes, you do. They might look different, or you might not consider them a mistake because you don't know that you made it yet. And then we want to break things down into like teeny tiny steps, right? Like we want to write them down. That's a very important part, right? Like getting that together, getting a checklist, like understanding like what does done look like, having your checklist to work from so that when you check off that last thing, cool, we're done. We don't have to think about anything else, like except to go over it a bajillion times because you're still nervous about it. Yes, you can write them down on index cards or sticky notes or whatever your software of choice is. My Kanban board right now is the pinned email feature in Outlook. I pin the emails where someone has asked me for something and I have to deliver it, and then I get to unpin it when that's over. So it's not a Kanban board, but it works for me because I'm a team of one. If it was a bigger team, I would put a lot more thought and effort into that. And also like write down details for your teammates. Like, right? Like I told you last week how to do it. It doesn't really cut it. Like do yourself a favor, get less, oh wait, what did you mean by this? By just writing it down in good detail. I also struggle with this. This is a thing. And And right, so putting context in. When I was leading the Code for Philly project with PAX project that I mentioned before, we were lucky enough to take on a fellow. We got a fellowship that Code for Philly had put together. Comcast sponsored it. And so Comcast was going to pay a couple of fellows to work on a project, and they were going to get 8 weeks of getting paid for 10 hours of work. And it was like an okay stipend, considering it certainly was not a full-time job. But 10 hours a week is easily double what I was putting into that project at that point. And I started to realize, like, oh, I've been telling volunteers, don't follow the README. Like, here's how to do it for real. Or, oh, ignore those cards. They're not relevant anymore. And that was insane. Like, this was the moment that like kind of like got me onto this idea. So before Elizabeth showed up and did really, really amazing work, she knocked out so much stuff for us. I spent a few weeks organizing all of our cards, updating our README so that our setup instructions were correct, so that our like how to run this project like instructions were correct. And I also like added like little categories for how urgent do the attorneys at Pulse think this is? How, like, is this more for the team and for our own organization, or is this for like a feature for them? Is this what part of the code does this touch? They're still kind of using the system. I think that they calmed down because that was a lot of categories, but it really helped Elizabeth to be able to pick out the next task when she finished one without having to call me and say, what do I do next? It was great. She was able to work very independently. It was really impressive, everything that she was able to do. And this has been a big lesson for me as well, and how I like make things for myself, because in 2 weeks, I'm not going to remember the context for whatever it was I started this week. That is just like always the deal. So this also applies to larger or in-progress projects, but I found that the things I'm going to describe here really help smaller projects, especially ones that kind of like come up quickly, like, hey, can you make me this thing by next Tuesday? A thing that does come up, because laws change quick, y'all. So one of the things is make yourself a template. If you find yourself kind of like doing the same shaped project over and over, make yourself a template. It is just really do yourself a favor at that, right? Like copy paste from yourself. A really easy way to do this is like yes, you can get into Git history and stuff like that, but if you're not like really on your Git foo, then a really easy thing is to take a project that you like how it's set up, strip everything out that is related to that specific project, and then just start building the next thing on it, right? That's your template, and you can like have that in its own repo. The hard part of that is that you have to update that template. The way that we would do this at Xavier, the way that I was taught to do it was when you are starting up a new project from that template, things are going to have changed. Like you're going to want to update stuff. Things have new versions all the time. Code rots a little too quickly. It drives me nuts. And as you're building up the new project, whatever changes you make to the infrastructure, go back and make those changes in the templates. We were pretty good at that, but not always. The other thing that we would do is we would update, like we wouldn't really update our docs necessarily, but whenever we were spinning up a new team member on a particular project, we would tell them, don't ask me anything, follow the documentation. Whenever you get stuck, we'll figure it out together. And then their task, every time that this happened, was to go into our documentation and say, actually, like if you run into this error, like this is the answer. Like doing that for yourself is going to help so much, because sometimes you really want to play with that new OS and you got to completely wipe your computer, and so like you're going to blow away everything, and you like maybe want to do this every year. Also, again, does it already exist? Like, why aren't you using that? And if there is a good reason not to use it, like, please, but like, also copy paste from that as much as the license allows. The other thing I want to talk about is calendar. We're talking about project planning, right? So like time matters. Make yourself a calendar with all of your deadlines on them, right? This should be, a paper one. If you're in an office, or like if you are meeting with a group of people where like you have control of the space and you're consistently in the same physical space, a paper calendar might really help. For a lot of us, it's going to be some sort of digital calendar. Insert your favorite calendar software here. But if you do make a paper one, maybe you do a big paper one, or like, just like a cartoonishly big one. It could be fun. If it is digital, make it separate from the rest of your calendar, right? Like give that its own thing, specifically so that you can hide it from yourself later when you're like really, really stressed out and you don't want to look at that deadline anymore. Don't turn that off all the time. That's not like the point. But like make it separate so that you can when you need to, because you might need to. Help yourself see the future with this, right? Like anticipating problems of like, oh, like these two deadlines are like right on top of each other for two different projects that like the same people work on, like that kind of thing. Now, granted, you can't always predict that, but like as much as you can, like make sure that you're doing that. This next one's kind of hard. We need to be honest about timelines. Yes, with ourselves, but also with the people that we're delivering these things to, which sometimes is also ourselves. But you got to be honest about timelines, right? Like I said, leave some room for error. You have to update whoever your stakeholders are. You have to update them if something's going to be late. You have to tell them, but only once you know. Like not just like, oh, hey, we think we'll be late, like whatever. Like you don't know that yet, but sometimes you know. And that's when you have to tell them. You have to like do it like that. That is going to like help keep trust. Don't reassure people like, oh yeah, we're totally going to be fine on that. If you're not, like you're going to keep trust with that person by letting them know, hey, we're a little bit behind. Know what your MVP is, right? Like know when you're done. Like I said, this is going to all sound repetitive, but each thing kind of like feeds into the next, because you have to know when a feature is done, you have to know when your project is done. So we talked about a lot today. I think this easily is the most crucial for everything else. This is easily the biggest part of project planning and executing a project, right? Delivering it, like not being in this perpetual state of, oh yeah, we're working on this. Like approach your project from a consistent set of steps that you do in every project or in every feature or every task, right? If that's how you're thinking about it, to keep your work consistent. Setting up, these are some automatable things, right? Like the idea of having a linter just built into your IDE, or a formatter. Actually, I think those are great. Like format on save is like my best friend, because that just like keeps me really consistent. So I want to talk about practice both as repeated actions, trying to achieve a level of skill, right? Like we practice to get better at the things that we do. Like when you do something consistently, you get better at them. I watch a lot of Dropout TV. It's very fun. Very recently, one cast member specifically brought up the idea of like the like definition of insanity being like doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And he very rightfully pointed out, yeah, that's practice. That's what you do to like get better at things. There's limits on that, because you actually should like be making like practice is making sure that you are like achieving that skill and not just like doing the same habit that you're used to doing. But practice also as like a practice, right? A method and procedure for being consistent and reliable in what you do, right? Like that way you can can do that. Now, granted, from project to project, from sprint to sprint, we're going to learn what works for us and what doesn't. Like we're going to try new things and maybe it'll help and maybe it'll actually hurt us. And like you have to like do that. But like the consistency like really leads to the reliability, like making sure that you're following a practice. Like this is something that like I have had good habits built into me by colleagues who like taught me those good habits. Like that is like one of the great things about like having worked at a couple different places, worked across a couple different disciplines. I still apply a little bit too much like bike mechanic analogy to my work. But it applies. It like matters for it. So you got to make choices intentionally. Thank you. You got to make choices intentionally. If you can believe it, I was a theater kid in high school and in my early 20s. I don't remember the particular scene, but I do remember that there was a 2 or 3 person scripted scene. And at some point during the scene, I stood up from sitting, from like the blocking that we were given. And after we were finished, the director asked me, "Why did you make that choice?" And I was like, "What choice?" And she said, "To stand up." And I was like, "Well, that wasn't a choice. It just, I was doing something in the moment." She was like, "No, that's making a choice. Like, why did you do that?" And I said something to the effect of like, "Oh, well, I felt like we were being too still and that's boring. So I added some movement." And that's not a good reason for that choice. Like, there was a reason why that character was sitting down. There are great reasons for a character to stand up, but that wasn't why I was making that choice. It wasn't a character choice. It was just, I thought we were being boring. And that notes, knowing like why you're making a choice, like really, really matters. Like being intentional about the choices you make, right? Like put a button where like a button deserves to be, right? Like where you actually need that. Like don't use a button as a modal. Like that's not really a great example, but I have seen kind of silly things like that, like or like as a block quote. And like you this is especially true in the code, right? Like you want to know why you moved this variable to a constants file or named a function in a certain way, right? Like we're making choices around that. And having an intentional process with intentional choices makes us better what we do at teams, as teams, and also as individuals. It saves us, I grant, long-term time, even if it feels like, oh, I don't want to be spending time on this in the short term. It does genuinely save you long-term time. And it makes your code easier to read. It makes your whatever your project is like easier to use, ideally, and it makes like us better. It like really improves our skills. So I just like kind of went for a second, but and update as you grow. Didn't have a note about that. So we can get in some questions. I did just like talk a lot about a lot of information all at once. But I'm happy to answer some questions about the things, especially if I wasn't very clear on something. Thank you. Anybody? Yes.
So would you say like the practice aspect was the most impactful piece to your workflow, or do you think there's something else than that to your specific?
So the question being like, do I think that practice was most impactful to my own workflow, or could it have been something else? One thing that I know is very impactful, at least for me this past spring when I was feeling very busy, kind of catching up on like what my new role at this organization was a couple things got done, and I had room to think and like room to like make some stuff. But like I feel like having a practice, like having some sort of process, like was a big driver in that, just because I think that I probably put the most thought into like, how am I starting my day? What am I doing when I open up my IDE? Like, what am I doing? How am I setting up projects so that like they will have those like nice automations in place, so that like I'll have a formatter and have those things. But I think that's maybe just the part that I feel the most, but I don't know that it's the most impactful. I do think that a lot of these things do tie into each other pretty consistently. Yes.
You're reminding me of someone from the Manhattan Project said it is surprising how long we spend getting into positions at Nate.
I like that. Scarily enough, I reminded an attendee here of someone from the Manhattan Project. That's just out of context. But sorry, what was the quote again?
We we spend so much energy getting into position to think. Hugely paraphrase. May not even be Manhattan Project.
Maybe paraphrase, maybe misattributed, but we spend a lot of energy just getting into place to think. Did I say it right? Thank you.
This is like, for me, I have like done a whole lot of like clearing the channels for communication, putting up a blog, getting into a habit about essays. And you talked about like stakeholder communication. So I'm thinking like, how do you get feedback from your audience, and like, how do you know it matters, like if it has meaning to the people you're trying to reach?
Heard. So the idea is like with the idea of like stakeholder communication, like how do you elicit feedback from your audience, right? Like how do you get that? How do you find meaning was like especially the heavy part of that. So in a workplace, you have a direct person to ask, and hopefully you have regular meetings with that person who will give you feedback and hopefully will tell you when you have done something badly. I had a couple of attorneys really give me and a former coworker like a real going over about a particular project, and they were correct to do it that way. I genuinely wasn't even mad. I was so excited to have like, oh cool, I get to make this good. But sometimes you don't have that, right? Like, so like I have a personal website, it's listed here, where the way that I had set it up when I was initially putting it up on GitHub Pages, I had an RSS feed. That is a one-way thing. I did not have room for comments. I did not like set that up for myself. And so how would I get feedback? Occasionally someone on social media or someone would see me in person go, hey, like I read that thing and it was really good. And like those moments are delightful. They're like really good. Or sometimes people like really push back and tell you that you're wrong. And sometimes they're right. But it can be really hard in the case of blogging, like you mentioned, or like making projects that are broadcasts. Like it's very hard to kind of like get that feedback back because we don't have like Nielsen for websites really. But yes, that's as far as I get. Do you feel like you got that? Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, so the question was, which font am I using? And this is, I believe, called Daddy Time Mono. I did not pick it for the name. I was just kind of like looking through nerd font repositories, trying to find something that was a little bit more readable for me in my terminal. And this just stuck out the most, and I kept trying to be like, no, it's gonna be a different one, right? But like they did a good job. But I've been enjoying it. I think it's called Daddy Time Mono. But yes.
So in context, I've been working for 3 years founding a makerspace in my area.
Hell yeah.
And that's obviously a project that, well, we have very little budget, but also no actual end to it because it's this space that's going to exist, that's going to evolve. But I have the constant short time deadline of writing a newsletter every single, coming with something to say in the newsletter every week. And like 3 years of that, I'm burnt out. And how to manage like that type of.
Yeah, totally. So for our live stream, the context was we have an attendee who has been spending 3 years building a makerspace, which is rad. I love that. We certainly need more of those, especially in the US, because we don't like making things. I don't know, which is not true. But there's not like a done state for a space like that. That's going to evolve. The question in this case was like, doing a weekly newsletter or a blog, like what do you do when you start to burn out? Some of the things I've really found help is that genuinely should have been a slide actually is take a break, pause it for a second. It doesn't have to be like pause it for like 6 months while you go like meditate or like that kind of thing, but it could be just just taking a week, taking a week off or like sending out a newsletter that says, hey, I need a break. Like that's totally valid and totally okay. It's in a lot of indie web spaces right now, it's Blogist, where people are trying to write a blog every single day for the month of August. And I just read like 3 or 4 posts that came out today that were like, how am I going to do this? And we're only halfway through the month. And Ribo.zone, who's fantastic, and you should check out that website, is really good. The author recently was saying like oh, I want to be spending more time like on video games. I want to be spending the time that I want to spend time on and not on this blog, but I'm spending too much time on this blog. And they came around to the idea of, oh, I'll just spend a little bit less time on it, right? Like streamlining it. Like if you can make a template for yourself, that's really helpful. My spouse ran into this a little bit with her newsletter that she's very proud of. But like some weeks, like she's like, I'm just spending too much time on this. And at some point she had to like learn like, hey, I got to just press send a little bit earlier. Like I don't have to dwell on this so long.
Some weeks it's like, here's next week's schedule.
Yes. Yeah, no, exactly. Like if it like, delivering the bare minimum to like your stakeholders sometimes is totally valid. And like that can, that could be a negotiation as part of that of like, hey, listen, I know this is kind of bare bones, but like, this is what I got. We'll work on it later. Like that's totally okay. And like, is a great way for you to set a precedent with those people as well of like, hey, sometimes this is not going to be like an A+ and you got to be okay with that. And I feel like in a DIY space that would be fine. But yeah. Anybody else? Yes.
You mentioned like making the list, like, splitting up your tasks, multiple tasks where the single checklist. But like if the end product is maybe a little bit more nebulous, right? How often do you, or what, you have examples of talking about like when you go back to like redefining the list of things, how many times, too many times?
Yeah. So in the idea of like something being kind of like nebulous, right? Like kind of like you don't really know what the end is going to be. You're going to kind of like let it evolve. How often do you check in? Like what's too much? Having like it's having a process around it is going to help. Just this idea of like a lot of teams like meet every 2 weeks. Like at Xavier, we would have like every other Thursday we would spend a 6-hour meeting with snacks and with a lunch break in the middle. But a 6-hour meeting talking about last 2 weeks and what's coming up the next 2 weeks. And that was a time for us to consistently ask ourselves, does this make sense? Like is what we're doing still making sense? And having that like regular check-in with yourself is good. I feel like maybe I do it too often, like because I'm working by myself. I'm like consistently like, does this make sense? And I feel like maybe sometimes I look a little crazy to my coworkers when I'm like shoving something in their face, going like, does this work? But like it still is important. Like I don't think you can really do it too much. But like don't spend all your time on it, like on reevaluating, right? Sure. Yeah, great.
No, when you're involved in multiple projects and you need to
that excellent. So how do you say no when you got too many projects in process and you got to take a break, you got to slow down? I have been running into this somewhat recently. I've been working on 2 kind of large brand new projects at work and like 1 medium kind of ongoing one. And someone came to me and asked, one of our attorneys came in to me and asked like, hey, can we work on this like really cool tool that like, oh my God, I want to work on it. It's going to be really cool when it's done because it's map based. I'm very excited. And But I was like, hey, we cannot even start talking about this till September. Like just like setting your timeline that far, right? Like knowing I probably will have time. Like this, I think this conversation was back in June. I was like, I probably will have time around now, and I kind of am getting there, which is nice. But like still just being like doing that thing where like you're not necessarily saying no. It's like, oh, I want to work on this, but like we cannot start working on this until like I'm much more free. Like when you know that you're going to be free as well. Because it sucks to like accidentally put too many things on your calendar too soon. But it is a great question because like saying no is hard. Sometimes you just also say no, like because sometimes it's not a project worth doing, and that's important to check. But very cool. Unless there's any more questions, then you're absolutely welcome to come up and chat with me. This has been fantastic. I'm very, very pleased with getting to speak here, and the folks at Hope have put together a really good weekend, and I've been really, really impressed. Things have run really smoothly, even if we feel like they're not, because like the things that haven't run smoothly have maybe taken 6 minutes, and that's been really impressive. And I think everyone who worked on this should be very proud of it. It's like really rad. I'm very happy to be here. So cool. Thanks, y'all.
Angels sent from up above, you know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was hurt, you came to lift me up. Life is a drink and love's a drug. Oh, now I think I must be mine. Drink from me when I was so
Elon Musk's trolley problem. You could save either group, or you could run over both while becoming the first trolley in space.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against pulled me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head, and a trouble that can't be named. A tiger's waiting to be tamed, singing. Confusion never stops, closing walls and ticking clocks. Gonna come back and take you home. I could not stop, but you now know, singing, come out upon my seas. Curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing, sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Oh, oh. 'Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. Oh, I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I see you. my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. Hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, and Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh, I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape. If we've stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I drew a line, I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know, for you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine for you. 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 Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you do. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. And the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. High up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, and tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from your mistakes. Tears stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. One, two. Still my heart and hold my tongue. I feel my time has come. Let me in, unlock the door. I never felt this way before, and the wheels just keep on turning. The drummer begins to drum. I don't know which way I'm going, I don't know which way I've come. Hold my hand inside your hands. I need someone who understands. I need someone, someone who hears. For you I've waited all these years. For you I'd wait till kingdom come, until my day is done, and say you'll come and set me free. Just say you'll wait for me. In your tears and in your blood, in your fire and in your flood, I hear you laugh, I heard you sing. I wouldn't change a single thing. The wheels just keep on turning. The drummers begin to drum. I don't know which way I'm going, I don't know what I'll become. For you I'd wait till kingdom come, until my days are done. Say you'll come and set me free. Just say you'll wait for me. Just say you'll wait for me. Just say you'll wait for me. Honey, you are a rock upon which I stand, and I come here to talk. I hope you understand. The green eyes, yeah, the spotlight shines upon you. And how could anybody deny you? I came here with a load, and it feels so much lighter now I met you. And honey, you should know that I could never go on without you. Green eyes, honey, you are the sea upon which I flow, and I came here to talk. I think you should know. You're the one that I wanted to find, and anyone who tried to deny you must be out of their mind. Because I came here with a love so much lighter since I met you. Honey, you should know that I could never go on without you. Green eyes, green eyes. Honey, you are a rock upon which I stand. watermelon moon, so happy you're alive. And I feel like a river finally arrived at sea. Cause when you love me, love me, love me, 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 I know I'll be on top of the world, man, on top of the world. You're so beautiful. You're so love me, love me, love me. When you love me, love me, love me. When you love me, love me, love me. When you love me, love me, love me. I know I'll be on top of the world, man. On top of the world. Used to be here beside me. Used to be your arms around me, your body on my body. When the world means nothing to me, another's arms, another's arms. When the pain just rips right through me, another's arms, another's arms. Late night watching TV, used to be here beside me. Is there someone there to reach me, or someone there to find me? When the pain just rips right through me, another's arms, another's arms. And that's just torture to me, another's arms, another's arms. Put yourself into me, another's arms, another's arms. When the world means nothing to me, another's arms, another's arms. But you pull you close into me, another's arms, another's arms. Pull yourself right through me, another's arms, another's arms. Late night watching TV. Wish that you were here beside me. Wish that your arms were around me, your body on my body. Some saw the sun, some saw the smoke, some heard the gun, some bent the bow. Sometimes the wire was tense for the no. We're caught in the fire. Say oh, we're about to explode. Carry a word. I'll carry a word. Carry a word. song is love. Love to the loveless shore, and it goes up. You don't have to be alone. Your heavy heart is made of stone, and it's so hard to see clearly. You don't have to be on your own. You don't have to be on your own. And I'm not gonna take you back, and I'm not gonna say I don't mean that. You're the target that I'm aiming at, and I get that message home. My song is love. My song is love unknown, and I'm on fire for you. Clearly, you don't have to be alone. You don't have to be on your own. And I'm not gonna take you back, and I'm not gonna say I don't mean that. You're the target that I'm aiming at, and I'm nothing on my own. Got to get that message home. And I'm not gonna stand and wait. Not gonna leave it until it's much too late. Oh, on a platform, I'm gonna stand and sing that I'm nothing on my own. And I love you, please come home. My song is love unknown, and I've got to get that message home. like a heartbeat coming deep. Every quiet breath beside you feels like something I should keep. You lean softly near my shoulder, hair across your face, and suddenly the endless ocean felt like sacred space. Your hand resting over mine, soft and slow, and the rhythm of this moment starts to glow. Feel the moment rise in your eyes. No disguise, no lies. Stay with me tonight. When the night feels endless, soft and slow. When the night feels endless, let it go. Stay in the glow, move slow, let it show what we know. When the night feels endless, love alive. Ocean breathing through the darkness, under midnight blue. Every quiet breath between us feels so true. Low bass rolling through the rhythm, like a pulse beneath the sea. Every breath between our laughter feels like destiny. Yeah, your fingers tracing down my hand like a rhythm slow. And the memory of this evening starts to grow. Outside the stars keep shining, silver in the view, but the calm inside your eyes feels true. Some nights stretch through the soul, some hearts meet and feel whole. Two souls drifting slowly through the midnight air, two feels like music when you're here with me. Moonlight resting on the window, silver glowing on your skin. Your reflection in the mirror pulling me in. The bassline low beneath the silence, like a heartbeat calm and deep. Every look you give me softly feels like something I should keep. You lean closer through the darkness, hair across your face, and suddenly the midnight room feels like sacred space. Let the moment rise in our eyes, no disguise, no goodbyes. Stay with me. Slow symphony of our love tonight, soft and slow. The slow symphony of our love tonight. Let it flow, stay in the glow, move slow, let it show what we know, what we know. Ooh, the slow symphony of our love tonight, love alive, yeah. Streetlights fading through the curtains, cars passing far away. But inside this quiet bedroom, night begins to sway. The bassline steady like a pulse through the quiet room. Every breath between our bodies feels like perfume. Your fingers slowly tracing my hand like a rhythm slow. And the symphony of our love starts to glow. Let the magic grow. Now we know no defense, no pretense. Stay with me. Symphony of our love tonight. Through the dark, the slow symphony of our love tonight. Like a spark, stay in the flow. Take it slow, let it grow, low, low. Some songs fade when the night is done. Some keep playing with the rising sun. Two souls drifting slowly under midnight skies. Two hearts discovering music in their eyes. Can't hear it. Our love still playing, still playing. This is slow symphony of our love tonight, soft and slow. This is slow symphony of our love tonight. Let it glow, stay in the glow. Move slow, let it grow. Low and low, 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 low. This is slow symphony of our love tonight. Hold me close where we belong. Slow symphony. Slow symphony. Slow symphony. Show where we belong. Slow symphony. The slow symphony. Of our love tonight, still playing. Even when the music fades, our hearts will keep the rhythm. Look up. The sky is changing tonight, like something new is beginning. Maybe love does that. It opens the sky. Moonlight resting on the window, silver glowing on your skin. Your reflection in the mirror pulling me in. The bassline low beneath the silence, like a heartbeat calm and deep. Every look you give me softly feels like something I should keep. You lean gently on my shoulder, eyes begin to shine, and suddenly the midnight moment feels divine. Your hand resting over mine, soft and slow, and the sky inside our love starts to glow. Let the moment arise in our eyes, no disguise, no goodbye. Stay with me. The slow sky opening for our love tonight, soft and slow. The slow sky opening for our love tonight. Let it grow. Stay in the glow, move slow, let it show what we know. The slow sky opening for our love tonight. Love alive. Street lights fading through the curtains, cars passing far away. But inside this quiet bedroom, night begins to sway. The bassline steady like a pulse through the quiet room. Every breath between our bodies feels like perfume. Your fingers slowly touching mine like a rhythm slow, and the horizon of our love starts to grow. Outside the clouds are moving across the endless sky, but the future late afternoon light. Sliding across the road, the day slowly ending, and you're sitting there like to come after everything. Sunset glowing through the window, soft gold on the floor, your reflection in the quiet, like the nights before. Low drums breathing through the silence, like a heartbeat coming deep. Every quiet look you give me feels like something I should keep. You lean softly on the window, hair across your face, and suddenly the little room feels like sacred space. Your hand resting over mine, soft and slow. In the evening of our love starts to glow. Feel the moment rise in your eyes, no disguise, no lie. Stay with me. The slow sunset through your window tonight, soft and slow. The slow sunset through your window tonight. Let it glow, stay in the glow, move slow, let it show what we know. The slow sunset through your window tonight. Love alive, city sounds drifting through the evening, cars along the street. Every quiet second near you feels calm and sweet. Low bass rolling through the speakers, like a pulse beneath the room. Every breath between our laughter smells like your perfume. Your fingers tracing down my hair like a rhythm slow. And the memory of this day starts to grow. Outside the sky keeps fading, purple into blue, but the calm inside your eyes feels true. Let the magic pour. Now we know, no defense, no pretense. Stay with me. The slow sunset through your window tonight. Through the light. The slow sunset through your window tonight. Warm and bright. Stay in the flow, take it slow, let it grow, low and low. Some sunsets fade into the night. Some stay glowing, some stay glowing long after light. Two souls drifting slowly through the evening air. Two hearts discovering something rare. And every glow above shines softly from love. Don't close the curtains, let the sunset stay. Soft and slow. Through your window tonight. Let it glow. Stay in the glow. Move slow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Low and low. All night long. Our song, hold me close where we belong. Sunsets end, but this moment romance will stay forever. Late night, window open, and somewhere in the distance, a train rolling through the dark. Train lights sliding past the window, silver lines across the room. Your reflection in the glass like a midnight bloom. Low drums breathing through the silence, like a heartbeat coming deep. Every quiet look you give me feels like something I should keep. You lean softly on the window, hair across your face, and suddenly the moving night felt like sacred space. Your hand resting over mine, soft and slow, and the rhythm of our love starts to glow. Feel the moment rising, is older, skies no lies. Stay with me. The slow train passing our window tonight, soft and slow. The slow train passing our window tonight. Let it flow, stay in the glow. Move slow, let it show what we know. The slow train passing our window tonight. Love alive. Still we'll singing in the distance, through the quiet air. Every fading sound of motion feels like it's aware. Low bass rolling through the speakers, like a pulse beneath the room. Every breath between our bodies smells like your perfume. Your fingers tracing down my head like a rhythm slow. And the memory of this night starts to grow. Outside the train keeps moving through the endless sky, but the calm inside your eyes feels nearby. Let the magic grow. Now we know no defense, no pretense. Stay with me. The slow train passing our window tonight, through the dark. The slow train passing our window tonight, like a spark. Stay in the flow, take it slow, let it grow, low and low. Some trains pass without a sound, some leave echoes all around. Two souls drifting slowly through the midnight air. Two hearts discovering something rare, and every road above moves quietly toward love. Hear the train, stay with me. A slow train passing our window tonight, soft and slow. passing out window tonight. Let it glow, stay in the glow. Move slow, let it grow and low. All night long, our song, hold me close where we belong. The slow train passing now, still moving. Some trains leave the station, but this night, moonlight on the water, river moving quietly, your hand in mine, and the night stretching forever. River lights across the surface, silver drifting in the flow. Your reflection in the water, moving soft and slow. Low drums breathing through the silence, like a heartbeat calming deep. Every quiet step beside you feels like something I should keep. You lean softly on the railing, hair across your face, and suddenly the river wall felt like sacred space. Your hand resting over mine, soft and slow, and the rhythm of our love starts to glow. Feel the moment rise in your eyes, no disguise, no lies. Stay with me. The slow train passing our window tonight, through the dark. Slow train passing our window tonight. Let it flow, stay in the glow. Move slow, let it grow and low. Some rivers fade into the sea, some keep flowing endlessly. Two souls drifting slowly through the midnight air. Two hearts discovering something rare, and every star above shines softly for love.